C.J. Stroud talked about Nick Caley yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Caley was supposed to, it's not about Nick Caley's offense. We're not doing that anymore. That's what Bobby Slowik did. That's why he's fired. That's why he sucked. But Nick now, it's about the players and using them right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first couple of weeks that was not the case. But CJ. However, here's CJ yesterday talking about Nick Caley trying to balance what he wants to do with the things that the players like.
Oh, he's done a good job of trying to listen to other guys, but also keep his core mentality and core plays. But, this game's evolving. It's not, what it used to be, and it's not what it was last year. You got to just find like Coach Day used to always say in college, every year when we hit the offseason for, like, self-scout, he'd always say you have to become the new iPhone. Like every year you got to upgrade or you'll get caught up. So, like iPhone, they come out with a new iPhone every year, so they don't get caught up from other brands. So I think that's the same thing. But it takes time. It's not just overnight. I think he's doing a good job of listening to what I like, to what the team likes. And a lot of our guys are young, so a lot of the run and gun and the fun stuff is easy for us because we've done it before. But we're just trying to both get off our mark and push towards being uncomfortable with being uncomfortable with one another, but also trying to get some comfort plays in as well.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
Yeah.
I think CJ answers great. I think CJ does save some stuff for behind the scenes probably where if he's not happy, I do think that when things don't go well, I think CJ is aware of himself, but he wants to hold others accountable too. And that's fine, but just don't be hard to coach. You know what I mean? You got to all be on the same ship, rowing the same direction. Sometimes things are going to be tough, and you can't bail off the ship and start throwing people under the bus. I don't know if CJ does that or not, but I do know that he didn't always love some of the coaches at Ohio State. He loved Ryan Day. I'm not talking about that. I don't think Slowik was his favorite guy by the end of that, and I've heard that maybe Caley is not that things aren't really clicking between them, but the second half was good last week, and he sounded happy there when things are going good. I think when things are going good, CJ's fine, but
isn't
that's
that everybody?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's not the mark of a successful organization. A successful organization is going to be where people can stay on board when it's tough, and that's not easy.
It's not like CJ's abandoned ship or pointing finger. He's been good. He's been fine.
Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is if he was done with Bobby Slowik after 2 years, and that's fine, and if there's a situation where it doesn't go well and he's done with Nick Caley after a year, some of that's on D'Amico, I guess, for who he's hiring. But the other one is, he's going to have to give these guys chances. And in his mind, hey, I've been doing this for 3 years now. Nick Caley's been doing it 1. Does he really know what he's doing? I wonder if that's going to pop up in his head. Kind of pops up in my head, and I'm not even quarterback.
Well, listen, if I don't know how you act behind the scenes when you're losing because, we never lost here, so that's that's something. But do you rock the boat, or do you just everything's no? You gotta say, hey, we got to do things right. We got to do things the right way, and Nick Caley was better this week. He was better. But CJ took.
You can't play the Titans every week.
No, that's the truth. He was better in the second half anyway. Well, and then CJ said, "Well, that was my call."
Mm-hmm.
I called that play.
That did happen.
Yeah, I did that.
Hey, look what I did.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. Listen, the stats for the Ravens defensively, they suck.
Mm-hmm.
They're terrible. The Ravens are terrible defensively.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have Lamar. This is a dangerous situation for me.
I agree.
dangerous.
I agree. I mean, Cooper Rush is. Remember, he was a quarterback when Dak was out, and I think they were 3-1. Right? Or I have to look at Cooper Rush's stats. He does not have an arm. He has a very weak arm. He's not going to be able to make certain throws. He's extremely smart. I've mentioned this before. One of the smartest players I ever scouted, like legitimate football smarts and rocket scientist type smart. But he's still in the league at age 31 with no arm strength. Like, that should tell you something. This is an example, talks have been had about Dylan Gabriel and Shador and those guys. When you're looking at a guy that you expect to be a lifelong backup, you always look for guys like Cooper Rush who are very smart, who see things on the field like another coach, who can help the starting quarterback get to what he wants to get to because, you're thinking along with him. You may not always be the most capable physically. And he's an example of a guy who can play a long time and has already played a long time.
He's got a starting quarterback record of 9-5.
Mm-hmm.
So his teams do pretty well when he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the Cowboys, so it wasn't like the Cowboys have been good, but not juggernauts. But
he was 4-1 in 2022.
Yeah, and most recently in 2024, he was 4-4. So not bad.
Takes care of the ball. 20 touchdowns, 10
Yeah,
interceptions
2-1
for a backup.
Yeah.
So, no, this is not a layup. I'm actually very surprised the Texans are a favorite.
Well, I think it's because of all the other defensive issues,
I know,
injuries,
it's the Ravens,
and that they're bad.
The Ravens are our new Golden State Warriors. The Ravens are our New England Patriots from back in the day.
Have the Warriors ever beat
the
Rockets without Steph and Clay?
Well, when did the Rockets ever beat them in the playoffs?
But my point is, you're mentioning that they're the Ravens. The Ravens when they have Lamar Jackson.
Don't worry, they would have.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Rockets
would have
beat them one time last year, didn't they?
In the playoffs?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they won a playoff game.
I'm talking about
A series.
vanquishing.
Ending them.
No, I'm just talking about a game.
The bookmakers, the line makers were even like, yeah, screw this. I know Golden State had to weasel their way in. We're making them the favorite against the Rockets.
Well, they're begging you, making the Texans a favorite. They're begging you to take the Ravens. So that's a good thing.
Okay.
But
and how do you think the game's going to go?
I'm taking the Ravens.
Well, that's not a good thing then.
No, because they're begging you to take the.
I just have to see Houston beat the Ravens. Like, I can't imagine a world where we beat the Ravens until we beat the Ravens.
We did beat Kansas City. Don't forget that.
Yeah. We've actually played Kansas City well. We don't play the Ravens well.